As the sun dips below the horizon, a small town is bathed in a soft, warm glow. The scene zooms in on a rustic wooden building, its windows aglow, hinting at life inside. The camera pans down to reveal a dusty, web-covered bookshelf, a testament to the age and neglect of this mysterious establishment. Our protagonist stands in this shadowy bookstore, dressed to the nines in a sleek suit with golden trimmings. His mind races as he notes the place is pretty run down. But hey, he seems to know a little something about this joint. Sitting across from him is a character shrouded in a hood, giving off major faux-points. I'm just chillin' vibes. They might look half asleep, but word on the street is they're watching you like a hawk. In this unnamed, slightly spooky bookstore, a world of secrets lies hidden within. The study notes of Mela, a student who graduated top of Stella Academy a decade ago, are rumored to be hidden away. Cue the mysterious blue-hooded figure holding the glowing book, like it's the holy grail of academia. The legendary notes are hidden in this mysterious place. The suspense is real, folks. The screen asks, will you take the class? It's like a game, but in the real world, you'd need the textbook for your major. No shortcuts here. In real life, textbooks are a must, but the rate your grades improve, that's all about the quality of the book you choose. Initially, our protagonist hit up famous bookstores, only to later discover the real treasures were tucked away in unmarked stores. Talk about hidden gems. Meet our scholarly hero, browsing through stacks of books, like he's on a quest for the ultimate cheat code. If he could take a magical engineering class with Melis notes, he'd be guaranteed top marks. Now that's some serious academic swag. Even wearing the bulbul glasses could snag him decent grades, but with them, he'll crack the code. Check out this young lad, deep in thought, with golden eyes that could pierce through your soul. He's clearly on a mission, and it looks like it's going down in a cozy library. Ah, there we go. He's spotted something. Could it be the ancient book of wisdom or just a really good novel? Here it is, he whispers. Zooming in on the book, it looks pretty old school. This must be some serious business. Now, our mysterious guy is reaching out. His fingers are about to touch the spine of the book. You can feel the anticipation in the air. Uh-oh, a sudden jolt. Looks like those fingers got a mind of their own, almost like they're doing a little dance. His reaction is priceless. Those golden eyes are wide open, and he's like, huh? Something unexpected just went down. The plot thickens. The name Azel is hanging in the air, leaving us all intrigued. And there is Azel. With her long silver hair and violet eyes, she's a vision of elegance. What role does she play in this library mystery? With her appearance, the atmosphere turns magical. Azel's presence suggests that this library has more secrets than we imagined. With bookshelves towering behind her, a girl with elegant long blue hair asks a curious question. You know who I am? Clearly, she's got an air of mystery and fame around her. The conversation takes a twist as a voice replies, of course, aren't you famous? The plot thickens as we wonder what kind of reputation she holds. Ah, a light bulb moment. The girl recalls, I remember now. You're from the supplementary group. Her memories jogging back, slowly piecing the puzzle. She continues, your name was Bakusil, right? Seems like the gears in her mind are finally clicking into place. Now, here's Bakusil, looking a bit puzzled. He's thinking, huh? Does she not remember meeting me before entering the academy? Seems like there's a past connection that's a bit foggy. The moment is captured in silence as the two stand amidst the library, making one wonder what's next. Breaking the silence, the girl says, I enjoyed the debate. It was a bit disappointing that you couldn't finish explaining. Clearly, she's been following Bakusil's intellectual endeavors. Bakusil reflects. Now that I think about it, Isel wasn't able to figure out that question fully either. So there's some unsolved mystery in the air. As their chat winds down, she adds, anyway, it was nice meeting you. With a graceful turn, she's ready to leave. The girl elegantly walks away, leaving Bakusil standing alone, pondering over their conversation. Bakusil watches her leave, a book in hand, contemplating the encounter and the unfinished business of the past. Meet our book-loving protagonist, who's feeling pretty thankful that his prized possession wasn't snatched away. He's in a dimly lit bookstore, looking all serious and mysterious with a book in hand. Why would the elusive Isel be here? He ponders this as he clutches the book tighter. In this quiet library, questions seem to weigh as much as the books themselves. Isel, with her long silver hair, gracefully searches through the bookshelves. Her attire speaks of elegance, and she seems focused, picking out a book with a careful hand. As she pulls out a book, we see the price tag, a whopping 78,000. Who knew books could cost a fortune? Azel seems relieved, though, as if she's found a hidden treasure. With a soft phew, Azel looks content with her find amidst the dusty shelves. Seems like her book hunting mission is going well. The scene shifts to our young man, eyes following Azel as she moves through the bookshelves. He seems intrigued, perhaps wondering if her book is of any significance to him. Our protagonist muses, "Was it that?" as he glances sideways, deep in thought. What could it be that has captured his attention? This quaint bookstore deals in used books, the perfect haunt for those on a budget. It's a place where stories have a second chance, much like the people who visit. Students, especially those strapped for cash, frequent this place. It's like a hidden gem for the intellectually thirsty and financially challenged. As a member of a fallen family, Azel's presence here makes sense. Once affluent, now she's among those who seek no. In a quiet room filled with warm light, our silver-haired maiden Azel is lost in the pages of a book. Her eyes, a soft lavender hue, speak of stories untold and secrets unsaid. The air grows heavy as we catch a glimpse of the ominous words, "her father," ringing in the silence. Dark whispers suggest that Azel's father was a victim of the dreaded dark demonic humans, leaving a bloody mark on her past. As the scene unfolds, blood splatters paint a haunting picture, hinting at violence and loss. Enter a sharp-eyed lad who observes Azel's predicament with a melancholic air. "That's pretty sad," he muses. He reflects on the irony of a princess reduced to buying second-hand books, her pockets light on change. The narrative deepens, revealing Azel's grim fate in the original novel, a tale of woe before the main character, Flame, takes the stage. A burning portrait ignites the revelation. Azel's end came prematurely, even before Flame could take center stage in this world. It is said, among the characters, Azel's fate was the most unfortunate of all. Our silver-haired heroine stands, book in hand, in a library of memories, her eyes wide with a mix of realization and dread. Here we see a stack of books being grabbed, marked with language sealing, suggesting someone is about to dive deep into some serious reading. As the book is lifted, we hear a hearty hup. Our mystery reader is getting ready to make a move. Enter two characters, a cheerful young man with chestnut hair and a blue-haired girl who seems a bit taken aback by his eagerness to read. The girl is surprised by his strength, internally noting that this young man is stronger than he looks. There's definitely more to him than meets the eye. The young man is puzzled, glancing around as if he's questioning something or someone, but we've got no clue what he's thinking just yet. The blue-haired girl seems to be silently assessing the situation. Her expression is unreadable, leaving us curious about her thoughts. Both characters seem to be sharing a moment of surprise, exchanging glances and a questioning tipped, "What?" The plot thickens. The girl hesitates, almost calling the boy a name, but quickly changes her tune, commenting on his interesting choice of books. She's clearly intrigued. With a hint of suspicion, the young man wonders if the girl was about to call him names. His expression suggests he's onto something. A page from one of the books is shown, teasing us with a glimpse into his reading material. This might be more than just leisure reading. The girl questions the boy's choice of books, specifically about advanced sealing theory. Seems like in the library, we meet Isel, a silver-haired student delving into the mysterious world of sealing magic. It's a lost art, overshadowed by the advances in alchemy and magical engineering. But hey, old school can be cool too, right? As the conversation unfolds, Isel's classmate, a brown-haired student, chimes in, admitting that the subject doesn't have much going for it in the modern world. Yet, there's a hint of understanding between them. Isel confidently states her intention to learn sealing magic, despite its rarity in practice. Her determination is met with a puzzled response from her classmate, who seems taken aback by her resolve. Her classmate explains that since everyone thinks like Isel, it's actually easier to snag some good grades in this class. Talk about using the system to your advantage. The brown-haired student decides to make a graceful exit, leaving Isel to ponder her next move in this uncharted academic territory. Isel stands there, surrounded by dusty tomes, contemplating the path less taken. She's ready to dive into the enigma of ceiling theory, even if she's one of the few brave souls to do so. There is a student who seems to have cracked the code to academic success. With an air of confidence, he chats about how he spends less time studying but still manages to outshine the other classes in grades. Dang, I need to learn his secrets. As he contemplates his upcoming semester, he seems pretty chill. No stress here. This semester is going to be a breeze for him, or so he thinks. There's an elegant blue-haired girl who seems to have a lot on her mind. Is she worried about her grades or just contemplating life? A mysterious hand holds on to some books, perhaps the key to her academic achievements. The girl looks pensive. Maybe she's figuring out her own strategy to ace the semester. An empty space, perhaps symbolizing the void of thoughts or a pause in the conversation. The scene shifts to the second day, and we're greeted with a grand building that screams prestigious academy vibes. A closer look at the building, and you can almost feel the whispers of students bustling about. Our blue-haired friend is back, holding a book with a serious expression. She's thinking about the first class diving into nihility. Sounds deep, but hey, she's not worried. She thinks nihility is a piece of cake when it comes to grades. Easy peasy. As she moves, there's determination in her stride. The classroom is buzzing with students, all dressed in their uniforms, flipping through pages and whispering among themselves. The atmosphere is typical of a school setting, where learning and gossip go hand in hand. A mysterious figure with long silver hair makes her entrance, catching the eye with an exclamation of surprise. Who is this new character, and what's her story? A conversation among students reveals the hot topic of nihility class. One student is surprised to find a peer also taking this class, questioning the reason behind it. Turns out, the class was rumored to be an easy way to boost grades, but the student now realizes that all the smart kids signed up too, and that might not be good news for their own performance. The silver-haired girl, clearly stressed, admits to herself that she's in a tough spot with this class. Ah, am doomed, she sighs, the weight of academic pressure heavy on her shoulders. Her resolve surfaces as she decides to focus on doing her best in other classes, accepting the situation with a sense of determination. The teacher, or perhaps a narrator, announces the end of the class, signaling the end of this academic session. As the students spill out of the classroom, one of them voices their hunger. The chatter shifts from academics to the ever-important decision of what to eat next. The silver-haired girl joins in on the conversation about lunch, opting to make her decision when she gets to the cafeteria. A relatable and light-hearted moment amidst the academic stress. The mysterious the page opens with our protagonist letting out a sigh, clearly reflecting some inner turmoil. Troubled thoughts invade her mind. This is troubling. If so many people are in all the classes I signed up for, it'll be hard to get a scholarship. Yup, she's feeling the pressure of the academic jungle. Clutching her notebook tight, she seems deep in thought, maybe even a bit anxious about what lies ahead. You can almost hear her brain gears turning. Her stomach rumbles, and she wonders, should I go get something to eat first? Yup, can't conquer the world on an empty belly. Our protagonist pulls out her phone, maybe checking her budget or meal tickets, deep in student survival mode. Her internal calculator kicks in. Let's see. Since I only have 60 meal tickets for this semester, she's planning her nutrition strategy like a pro. Deciding on a frugal choice, she thinks, I should just get some bread to eat today. Ah, the life of a student. Suddenly, something catches her eye, and she perks up with a little gasp. Curiosity piqued. That person, she notes. Who could have caught her attention? Turning, she spots a familiar face. Isn't that Baek Yuseol? A revelation. Things are about to get interesting. A dramatic pause as she confirms Yuseol. The plot thickens as she recognizes someone significant. That's quite an entrance. Our mystery character with the cheek brown hair struts into the room, leaving everyone, including our blue-haired friend, in a whirl of surprise. I mean, who wouldn't do a double take when Baek Yuseol makes a surprise appearance? Baek Yuseol, what on earth is he doing here? Our blue-haired girl is caught in a whirlwind of thoughts. This is turning out to be quite the unexpected school day. Ah, the lecture. In a classroom that echoes with emptiness, it seems most students had a date with low grades. But hey, at least it's cozy, right? But there are so few students here, and all of them seem to have been in the iffy grades club. With attendance this low, the lecture might just be on the chopping block. Enter our blue-haired heroine, pondering her next move. If she signs up for this class, there might just be an easy grade boost on the horizon. And if I use the time saved to study for other subjects, I will be able to earn more scholarship money. Our savvy student is juggling his future plans like a pro. He's all about that hustle and finding the best way to make his academic life smoother. A pair of hands firmly grasp a book, ready for some serious study action. This student isn't messing around when it comes to hitting the books. A close-up of a face, deep in thought, with a hint of determination in the eyes. This student is contemplating the best strategy to ace those exams. A glimpse of a sharp uniform, ready to take on the challenges of the academic world. This student is dressed for success, no doubt. Baek-Yu-Sol. The plot thickens as our protagonist's thoughts turn to Baek-Yu-Sol, who might have some tricks up his sleeve. Did he already know that this subject was easy to score in? The curiosity grows as our protagonist wonders if Baek-Yu-Sol has found the secret to academic success. Has he planned out all his classes such that it makes his life easier? The question hangs in the air as our protagonist ponders the possibility of Baek-Yu-Sol's master plan. A burst of realization as our protagonist looks on with wide eyes. The gears are turning and the tension is palpable, eyes filled with surprise and contemplation. Our protagonist is piecing together the puzzle of Baek-Yu-Sol's academic strategy. A dramatic turn as the protagonist's thoughts race, questioning the reality of the situation. Could Baek-Yu-Sol really be that clever? No way. What am I thinking? The self-doubt creeps in as our protagonist questions the likelihood of Baek-Yu-Sol's plans. I'm sure it's just a coincidence. A sigh of relief as our protagonist reassures himself that it's all just chance. The title card sets the stage for the unfolding drama in this magical academy. Episode 17 promises more twists and turns in the academic journey. A moment of silence as the page remains blank, allowing the viewer to reflect on the whirlwind of thoughts and strategies. The scene opens with a majestic castle basking in the sunlight, setting a serene and magical tone for our adventure. We then find ourselves in a classroom where a student is engrossed in a lecture about the origins of magic. A shot of the student's desk, laden with books, indicates the seriousness of the subject matter. The professor, Layden, begins his tale, recounting the deeds of the mage in white who disseminated magic across the globe. As Layden continues, we're introduced to his role as the Professor of Divine Moon Studies, a title as mysterious as it sounds. Nature comes alive as Layden narrates how elves learned nature class magic, accompanied by enchanting visuals of foliage and mystical light. An ethereal elf is depicted, embodying the grace and power of nature magic. A dwarf, equipped with matter magic, appears ready to showcase their skills with a display of strength and determination. Humans, too, have their share of magic, mastering the elements in their own right. Layden, standing at his desk, prepares to divulge more about the mage's journey to the heavens, leaving us hanging on his every word. A moment of silence, conveyed through empty speech bubbles, suggests a pause or contemplation. The student, now visibly stressed, wonders how Hell survived 3 years of intense magical. All right, we got our main dude here, looking all scholarly with his glasses and mop of brown hair. He's having a mini existential crisis about going through school again at his age. I mean, who wouldn't want to skip the whole school thing with a button in the game? Am I right? The plot thickens, folks. Our guy is all suited up in his spiffy school uniform, fists clenched, probably trying to muster up the willpower to listen to what's going on. Now, our hero is giving us that classic thinking face with his golden eyes peeping out behind his glasses. He's contemplating the importance of the lecture, and the gears are turning in his head. What could he be plotting? Apparently, this lecture is not just another snooze fest. It's got some serious importance, maybe even holding clues to something big. Our boy is starting to connect the dots, and the mystery unfolds. This lecture might actually be a key to the true ending of something. We're left hanging there, but our guy seems to think he's onto something, or maybe he's just making educated guesses. Speaking of assumptions, our guy's back to his pondering ways, looking sharp as ever in that school uniform. He's got that thinking pose down, chin resting on his hand and deep in thought. More thinking, less blinking. We've got a close-up of our hero's face again. He's still mulling over something, but what could it be? Plot twist. Our protagonist is wondering about Acel's presence in the class. Was she always here? Seems like a mystery worth solving. Or maybe he's just curious. Here is Acel, looking all regal with her long blue hair and fancy school attire. She's sitting right next to our guy, but her face is a mystery to us. What's her story? The mystery thickens. Our protagonist is scratching his head, trying to remember if any main characters were in this class. Who's Acel, really? Acel's got that enigmatic vibe going on with her poker face and flowing blue hair, but our guy seems to think it's not a big deal. He's got bigger fish to fry, apparently. Back to our main man, sitting in class like a boss. He's decided that Acel's presence isn't really a game changer for him. He's got his mind on other matters. Humans' curiosity did not end at elemental magic. They were like kids in a candy store, wanting more. Human mages traveled the world, borrowing magic from other species without asking nicely. But even then, they were not satisfied. Like an unsatisfied customer at a buffet, they couldn't learn any more magic. The founding mage had left behind the 12 divine moons and disappeared, leaving a mysterious legacy. Does anyone know anything about the 12 divine moons? Our teacher is throwing this question to the class, hoping for some answers. A student bravely stands up, sharing her knowledge. She explains that the 12 divine moons are guardians who protect the balance of power on the continent. They were like magic bouncers, keeping everything in check. The teacher nods, adding that these guardians had their own special powers used to protect the continent. It seems like for example, the divine moon that symbolized summer, they say, is no ordinary moon. It's the 6th moon of the red summer, and boy does it come packing heat with a fiery red flame. Picture a massive flaming moon casting its glow over everything, and those flames? Yeah, they never go out. It's like a cosmic bonfire that just won't quit. Legend has it, if you dive deep into the mysterious deep sea of Alamanca, you might just catch a glimpse of those legendary red flames. A teacher, looking like he stepped straight out of a wizarding school, waves a pointer at a chalkboard. He's got that eccentric vibe, explaining some mind-bending stuff to his students. Has daring the students with tales of red flames still visible, basically saying, hey, if you're curious, go check it out yourself. But the students, they're like, is that supposed to be a joke? With a dramatic flair, the teacher warns that if you walk into Alamanca's domain, it's curtains for you. Yep, instant death. No big deal, right? The scene shifts to reveal this teacher, still in full-on lecture mode, dropping more bombshells about Livian's coast. Apparently, this Livian's coast isn't just any old coastline. Nope, it's got a whirlpool that was frozen solid by something called the 12th moon of the blue winter. Alright, so we're diving into some mystical stuff. There's this talk about the divine moons, each packing its own set of powers. Word on the street is, if someone can get them all together, some miracle is supposed to pop off. But the dude with the blurred face? Yeah, he's got no clue what the miracle actually is. The mystery deepens as another brainiac informs us that these moons have been napping for like 1,000 years. Guess they're not into early mornings. In a twist, we see our mystery man confirming that the moons have indeed been snoozing. But surprise, surprise, he's met some of them through a game, all thanks to limited-time events. Turns out, this gamer guy has been hustling, gathering info from other players. He's managed to meet 5 divine moons, which is apparently more than anyone else in the game world. Seems like he's got some... If my assumptions are correct, our bespectacled protagonist thinks he's onto something. Those flashy glasses of his aren't just for show. Then these 12 divine moons probably have something to do with the true ending. Sounds like a moonlit conspiracy to me. If no one has managed to reach the true ending in the last 10 years, the answer must lie in the contents that no one has managed to reach. I only managed to meet 5 of them, he admits. It's been a risky business. After risking my life multiple times, well, he certainly seems to have had a wild ride. But I guess I have no other choice if I want to witness the true ending. No pressure, right? He'll just have to do it all over again, because doing it once wasn't enough, apparently. Boom, flames erupt as the action heats up. Looks like he's not just burning with curiosity. The fire blazes on, setting the scene for some serious drama. A mannequin-like figure seems to be caught in the fiery chaos. Hope it's just a test dummy. Strength isn't all there is. A mysterious, no matter how strong your attack is, if you can't hit the enemy, then it's useless. Wise words from our fire class sage, Professor Hong Yil. Professor Hong Yil, draped in a stylish red ensemble with a huge bow tie, graces us with her presence. Her confidence is as fiery as her class. Empty space, but you can feel the tension building. The calm before the fiery storm, perhaps? Our fiery professor and a student stand ready in a training ground. The stage is set for a demonstration of fiery proportions. Student in action. Flames flicker as they attempt to channel their inner fire prowess. Hot stuff coming through. Professor Hong Yil's piercing gaze. Those eyes could light a fire themselves. The air is charged with anticipation. The professor stands firmly as a blaze of fire erupts, her silhouette cutting through the fiery chaos like a flame goddess. The fire dances wildly, creating a symphony of heat and light. The intensity is palpable as the flames reach their crescendo. Boom! A fiery explosion rocks the scene. Professor Hong Yil's firepower is no joke. More flames, more drama as the explosion reaches its peak. This fiery spectacle is a true testament to her power. Professor Hong Yil stands amidst the aftermath, serene and unbothered. The fiery chaos is just another Tuesday. As the scene unfolds, we're greeted by a fiery spectacle. Flames dance wildly as the backdrop, casting an eerie silhouette of a mannequin-like figure standing amidst the blaze. The smoke thickens, engulfing the scene. Our mysterious figure in red stands out, seemingly unfazed by the chaos around her. The mannequin-like figure appears to be animated, its movements adding to the surreal nature of the scene. The camera zooms in on the mannequin's head, shrouded in shadow, adding a layer of intrigue. A striking character, with long white hair and a bold red outfit, dominates the frame. Her poise is undeniable, flanked by two individuals who seem to fade into the background. With a simple utterance, "How terrible," the white-haired figure comments on the devastation with a cool detachment. The focus shifts to her face. Partially obscured, her expression remains unreadable amidst the fiery glow. A new player enters the scene, a flowing-haired individual, seemingly walking through the haze with purpose. Her name is revealed, Beyond, a whisper amidst the chaos, hinting at her significance. Beyond's profile is revealed, her hair and attire catching the golden light, suggesting a pivotal role in this fiery tale. In a quiet, yet fiery backdrop, we meet a young girl with long white hair sitting alone on a bench. The scene is calm, but there's an air of introspection. She's lost in her thoughts, feeling a bit down about having shown her mother a sorry sight once again. Clearly, she's worried about her mother's disappointment. As she clutches her hands, deep in thought, a soft voice calls out to her, addressing her as Princess. The princess looks up to see a girl with bright orange eyes and flowing red hair standing before her. Her presence seems to bring a gentle comfort. The red-haired girl, with a warm smile, asks the princess if she's okay, showing concern for her well-being. The setting is a majestic hall with two young ladies sitting on a bench. One has fiery red hair, and the other has long pink hair. They're both dressed in elegant uniforms, suggesting they're students or part of an elite group. A close-up shows the pink-haired girl, who is addressed as the princess, receiving a compliment about her amazing abilities. With a curious expression, the princess asks for clarification on the compliment, showing her modesty. The red-haired girl explains that they both used the same type of magic, but the princess version was much stronger. The princess dismisses it, saying her aim wasn't even right, showing her humility. The red-haired girl continues to praise the princess' magic, describing it as incredible. Her enthusiasm is evident as she exclaims how super cool the magic was, highlighting her genuine admiration. The red-haired girl opens up, revealing she's been hearing about the princess since her younger days, indicating the princess' reputation. The princess recalls that the red-haired girl is also a fire-type mage, realizing their shared magical affinity. A thought bubble pops up, pondering if the red-haired girl's name is Arshuang, hinting at her reputation. There is a recollection of hearing about Arshuang, a fire magic prodigy, marking her as a significant figure. A dramatic image suggests the emergence of a fire attribute genius, possibly referring to Arshuang. Arshuang stands amidst fiery flames, showcasing her master. Starting off with some deep self-reflection, we have someone thinking, even with everything I've got, she's probably not on my magic level. A bold statement, huh? Now we see a young girl with bright orange eyes and vibrant red hair, looking all curious and a bit shy. She comments on the other's impressive accuracy, hinting at a bit of admiration. Zooming in on her face, she's looking a bit flustered, likely because of the compliment, or maybe a bit of envy. The conversation goes on with a touch of encouragement. Hey, keep practicing, and you might just outshine me, one says to the other. Enough with the pep talk. The other character, with a hint of sass, throws in an mulling. Enough with the rubbish. It's always nice to have a reality check. Our mysterious character with long pink hair, looking like a magical version of a rock star, stands there. She's got this air of cool confidence. Despite the earlier sass, she admits, still, talking to you has made me feel better. Maybe there's a softie behind that tough exterior after all. Wrapping it up with a simple goodbye, leaving us hanging a bit like, what's next? The red-haired girl is left sitting there, probably pondering the conversation, or maybe just wondering what she'll have for dinner. A moment of silence, as she sits there in her purple attire, probably processing everything that just happened. Her face, now in a calmer light, reflects a mixture of emotions. Is she inspired or just confused? Her outfit, with those neat little stars, shows she's got style, even if her thoughts are a bit jumbled. And then, a blank space. Could it be the calm before the storm, or just a pause for dramatic effect? The scene shifts to a picturesque view of the castle at sunset, all peaceful and majestic. There's a pot plant chillin' next to a desk, probably doing its best imitation of a silent observer. Maybe it's just here for moral support or decoration, who knows? Now we got a close-up of a gal with long pink hair and a royal vibe. She's letting out a deep sigh like she just finished binge-watching a drama series. The room looks cozy, but she's bringing the regal aura. She's got that few moment going on. She's probably thinking, finally a moment to breathe. Her white hair is cascading like a waterfall, while her red eyes are catching all the feels. Check out this princess with her long pink hair and a fashion sense that screams, I'm important. She's rocking a formal outfit, looking like she just stepped out of a magazine. The hallway might be plain, but she's definitely not. A voice calls out, Princess. You know you're important when people address you with titles. She's got that serene yet tired look, probably thinking, what's next on my royal agenda? Her red eyes have that I'm listening, but also daydreaming vibe. She's glancing sideways, maybe contemplating the mysteries of the universe or just what's for dinner. Enter the guard. She's standing all proper-like with an outfit that says, I'm here to protect. This room is giving off a warm glow, with a lamp that's probably seen it all. Guard girl is still standing, and we see more of the room's interior. It's looking like a chill place to hang out, probably smells like old wood and wisdom. Yahello welcomes the princess with a smile that's as formal as her outfit. She's got that. I'm here to serve Aura, ready to assist the Royal Highness. Meet Yahello, the exclusive guard for Hongbyon. She's got serious vibes, but seems friendly enough. Her role? Keeping things safe and royal. Tea time. Yahello offers a drink and some ginseng candy, perfect for a chill session. The princess is probably thinking, this better be good. A heartfelt thanks from the princess. Those candies must be hitting the spot, or maybe she's just polite. Either way, gratitude is on the menu. Yahello mentions the staff remodeling commission, hinting at some big plans or changes the princess wants. It's all about keeping things fresh and functional. Yahello looks thoughtful, possibly pondering the intricacies of staff remodeling. Her expression is the epitome of serious business. All right, so we've got a chat going on between two ladies. The first one is all excited, talking about how the staff is so dope that they're going to make a top-grade magic sword. The second one, sitting all chill on the couch, just responds with a casual loss. Yeah? Now, the lady sitting on the couch, she's got something on her mind. She mentions there's something a bit sketchy about the whole thing. The first lady, still standing, seems a bit puzzled and repeats theory. Questionable, like she's trying to wrap her head around it. The lady with the pink hair, munching on something, shares what she's heard. Apparently, these staves have a little habit of sucking the owner's mana. Not the best news for a magic tool, eh? She looks quite concerned as she continues to process this new information. The standing lady seems to think this is a bit dramatic, asking if it's some sort of dark, demonic tool. She goes on to explain that it's a tad different, as it resonates with nature's energy. The pink-haired one is clearly shocked, thinking there's no way this is possible. She ponders on how the staff takes the user's mana and makes it vibe with nature's mana. Now, she seems a bit peeved, questioning why such a garbage staff is even considered middle-high class. To which the standing lady, with a tone of surprise and curiosity, one of the characters asks, "What do you mean by that?" Setting the stage for an intriguing conversation about something mysterious and powerful. The conversation delves into the mysteries of an original ability that can supercharge a user's mana, turning them into a high-class force to be reckoned with. But there's a catch. However, the plot thickens as it's revealed that this ability is a bit of a mana vacuum, draining energy just by holding it, which downgrades its classification to a middle-high class. Bummer, right? A dramatic reveal. The staff in question appears, bathed in a mystical glow, and someone exclaims in disbelief, "H high class?" Clearly, this is no ordinary wizard's walking stick. Two characters stand facing each other, one with flowing pink hair, reacting dramatically to the surprising revelation about the staff. It's a classic "wait, what?" moment. The character with blurred features questions, "How can a student wield that?" indicating a sense of disbelief, and perhaps a little envy at the student's unexpected prowess. The mystery deepens as the response comes. "I'm confused about that as well. I know that it wasn't there for us to resonate with in the first place," leaving us with more questions than answers. The pink-haired character seems to be in deep thought, perhaps with a headache from all the mana talk, showing that this staff business is not just a walk in the park. She muses, "But I don't think most would use that kind of staff, even if they were given it, unless you have a crazy amount of mana or none at all." Sounds like the staff is a double-edged sword. As they sit and ponder the situation, one of them admits, "I don't get it. I'm sure that commoner will figure things out. Seems like they're placing their bets on someone unexpected to solve this puzzle." The two characters continue their discussion on a comfy couch, the tension in the air as they try to wrap their heads around the situation. The pink-haired character sips her tea, casually dropping the line, "Anyway," like she's about to spill some more tea, but in a metaphorical sense. Looking out the window, she concludes with, "He sure is unique," which suggests there's more to this mysterious student than meets the eye. A serene view of a sunlit window gives a moment of calm before the storm, as the conversation leaves us pondering the unique student and the mysterious staff. A blank space, perhaps symbolizing the open-ended questions and the mysteries yet to unfold in this magical tale. The sun is shining, the sky is blue. Couldn't ask for a better day at the academy. The semester's just kicked off, and students are diving into their courses. A few days in, and it's mana orbitology time. The classroom buzzes with anticipation as the students prepare to unravel the secrets of attack magic. The professor starts with a bang, explaining that attack magic requires precise manipulation. No shortcuts here, folks. Meet our attentive student, rocking the academy threads and soaking in every word the professor says. The prof doesn't hold back, stressing that this mana orbitology class is a must. Looks like there's no skipping this one. Say hello to Professor Carlim, the master of mana orbitology, making sure everyone gets their magic fix. From now on, students will dive deep into PvP battles, focusing on shooting and target techniques. Sounds like a magic showdown is brewing. Students are gearing up to learn the art of shooting magic with precision and accuracy. Aiming for the bullseye, folks. Time to put those chalk skills to the test. The professor's about to break down some serious magic math. Fingers ready, chalk poised, Professor Carlim's about to delve into the orbital formula. The challenge? Calculating the perfect orbit and distance for a water-type magic attack. The classroom is filled with students who are busy taking notes as the teacher gestures towards the chalkboard, explaining something important. The teacher continues his lecture, emphasizing the significance of water attributes among various elements. Two students in the class appear to be reacting to the lecture. One of them seems puzzled, wondering if the teacher is trying to annoy them. One of the students expresses frustration, realizing that if they aren't a water attribute major, they can't answer the question posed by the teacher. Baek Yuseol, a student in the class, yawns as he thinks about how boring the lecture is, finding it harder than Korean. Suddenly, the teacher calls out Baek Yuseol's name, asking him to stand and solve the problem, causing a slight panic. Baek Yuseol reluctantly agrees to stand, internally cursing his luck for being caught in the act of boredom. A brief pause in the narrative indicates a time skip, leading us to Baek Yuseol's solution. Baek Yuseol confidently states that has finished solving the problem, with a focus on his work. The teacher stands in silence, seemingly taken aback by Baek Yuseol's successful completion of the task. Good job, you solved it quite easily, to be able to organize the Reddy-Bork equation so simply. Is your first major of the water attribute? Nope? Nice. Then we'll continue these questions next class. The class is over, and the students start leaving. Our mysterious blue-haired girl remains silent, her face still unreadable. As the young man with the brown hair leaves the class, he bumps into the blue-haired girl. Excuse me. Huh? She seems surprised, maybe by his sudden appearance or the fact that he spoke to her. The blue-haired girl clutches her book close, her expression still hidden, but her posture suggesting a mix of